Freedom Riders were civil rights activists. In 1961, they rode buses into segregated southern states to test the Supreme Court decision to desegregate bus, railroad, and airport terminals. They were organized by the Congress of Racial Equality, or CORE. The Freedom Riders were met by hatred and violence. The police often did not help them, but the riders changed the civil rights movement. The first Freedom Riders left Washington, D.C. on May 4, 1961, when 7 African Americans and 6 white people left Washington, D.C. on 2 public buses. They were scheduled to arrive in New Orleans on May 17th. This map shows the route they took and some of the big events that happened along the way, like when there was violence and how many people got arrested. The first violence occurred at Rock Hill, South Carolina. This picture is from the Rock Hill Evening Herald on May 13, 1960. It shows Bunt Gill wiping egg from his hat as police officers stand guard. The worst violence happened near Anniston, Alabama on May 14, 1961. There were no police at the Anniston Greyhound station when a white mob attacked the Freedom Riders bus, slashing the tires. The mob forced the damaged bus to stop about 5 miles west of Anniston. One attacker threw a firebomb into the bus. This picture shows the Greyhound Freedom bus while it was on fire. The riders were trapped inside the smoke-filled bus. When they were finally able to get out, they were assaulted by the white mob. This is a picture of them sitting by the burnt-out bus. The Freedom Riders continue to Birmingham, Alabama. These people are waiting at the Greyhound bus station in Birmingham for a bus to leave from Montgomery on May 19, 1961. These Freedom Riders are discussing plans after drivers refuse to let them get on the bus. Students' Nonviolent Coordination Committee, or CNCC, was determined to keep doing the rides until people really understood that all people are free to ride public transportation as they wish. Attorney General Robert Kennedy asked Alabama Governor John Patterson to grant safe passage for the Freedom Riders through his state. But Patterson said no. He said, "The citizens of the state are so angry, I can't guarantee protection for this bunch of rebel-rousers." But on May 20th, a group of Freedom Riders boarded a bus from Birmingham to Montgomery, Alabama. This bus was met by a mob of over 1,000 people as soon as it pulled into the station. Among those injured was John Siegenthaler, who was an assistant to Kennedy. Kennedy sent 400 federal marshals to Montgomery to enforce order. When the buses got to Montgomery, the riders were attacked by another mob. Reporters and photographers were also brutally assaulted and their cameras smashed to prevent the rest of America from seeing pictures of the Klan assaulting nonviolent young men and women. The Freedom Ride bus left Montgomery on the way to Mississippi under heavy police protection. You can see the arrow pointing to the bus on the left. The Freedom Rider story is a part of history and is now a movie that will be shown at a film festival in Maryland this summer. The Freedom Riders faced many attacks and a lot of abuse during their trip, but their courage and persistence are widely credited with breaking the segregation of traveling in the South.